What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, what you doing to me, man? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't even think about this. Hey, Ross. What you doing, Vine? What you doing, Vine? What you doing, Vine? Hey, Vine?
Yeah.
Vine?
Yeah,
you know when it, you know how like if you don't click the right button, it just goes live when it's supposed to? Like live at 5? Live at 5. Live at 5. Live at 5.
Live at 5.
Live at 5. Hey, buddy. What's
Hey, how's it going there?
Hello.
How's it going, sweet sultry? Nah, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna tell. Join.
Well, no, don't.
No,
You're gonna try and get him in on
hold on.
Discord. Let's keep him on the other phone.
Keep him on the other phone.
For those of you that don't know, A, we had a power outage today. B, I had some other issues that caused me to be running around like crazy. Everyone is well. And in mere moments, we will have Reggie Reg of the Crash Crew. Yep, Crash Crew. We're talking original hip-hop. We're talking the beginning of time. We're talking, you know what, 1980. Can you go back to where it was?
Can you hear me?
The sound of sound when sound was sound.
Can you join the general voice channel?
The feel of things as they hit the ground.
In the Discord, in the
Dun dun dun. Back in the day, we ran crews, not posses. We were just talking about the fact that people get away from the people that are there for them. We'd had some talk with some promotional people, the whole pay-for-play kind of thing. We are trying to create a world where that's not the most important part. That the money matters, sure, I get it. I understand that money matters. But man, the music is what touches the hearts. It's what changes the people. It's what brings us together. That you need people around you that will question the logic of those that are playing on your dreams, because it can get hairy. You know what I mean? Everybody sees the traditional stuff on Facebook and everywhere else they're at. You know, hey, will you pay us money for this, pay us money for that, pay us money for this? When you're a young artist, what they see is somebody who they know has a passion, and they try and buy into that passion to help set the hook and get some money out of them. Let's hope for a new age of music. A new age of music returning to the old age of music, where what we're doing is, really, cruise. You know, people that will tell you when you're an idiot, people that'll tell you when you're amazing, people that will stand by you through thick and thin. And the trick is, those aren't people that just tell you yes. That you can see a lot of modern artists that have ended up surrounding them with, with people that are just playing on the dream, getting them to spend or use up their money in the hopes as an artist to get somewhere. And we read a great article. It led us down a rabbit hole that was, in the end, what you have to build is your organic grassroots support, your fans, your people that believe in what you're doing. I believe that's some of what we're doing. Not just for our artists, but for everything we believe in. The idea of hearing people's stories, the idea that art in all of its forms brings us perspective and allows us to see the world. A world full of real people, just like you and me. Not people nodding their head yes. Not people trying to get you to invest more money in your dream.
Hey, can you hear?
Hey, you there, Reg?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, how you doing, brother? I was just vamping a bit.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie Reg of Crash Crew fame. We're talking. I'll be honest. I just told my man to hit up. You got to tell these people there's royalty in the chat, brother. Bless you. Every time you show up, I'm just touched. It gets me all tingly.
And I appreciate the love, man. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Reggie Reg, Crash Crew,
Hush Tours.
legendary, pioneer, veteran,
Right?
activist, hip hop connoisseur.
Ooh yeah.
Everything hip hop. under the first 15 hit records in hip hop. The first 15, the eighth hit record in hip hop, Crash Crew, How Power Rap.
Oh my God! And it's such. You know what? As I look at where rap and hip hop has gotten to, pay for features, yes men, posses of people following you around trying to take your money. Crews.
Yeah, man.
Crews are where it's at. When you look.
Exactly, man. We talking 40, 48 years later, 45 years later.
Damn, I feel old all of a sudden.
The biggest genre, the loudest genre of music in existence on the planet Earth right now.
That's it. Bring the heat, bring the beat. No
Hip hop is
doubt.
definitely it. And you guys is the future.
Brother, you touch my heart with that every time. It gets me.
Yeah, you guys is definitely the future.
You know what? God, I hope so. Because you know what? I look. There was a promoter reaching out to RJ today, and kind of that whole pay for play model. And I said, dude. He hooked him with get him at the heart and then land the hook. You know how that goes. I want a world where what we're doing is just grabbing each other by the hand and going, come on, brother, let's go. We just recently, so this week, just an update on us for you, Reg. So RJ has 2 songs in production. Now here's what's crazy. They're both being produced on 2 different continents. One will release in Africa and the United States. It's being produced by a buddy. Yeah, right? Our buddy Simon reached out and said, man, can you give me the stems on that? I'd really like to work with it. And then threw his own stuff on it and magic. And then, later this week, Ross reached out and goes, oh, yeah, this guy in Ukraine is gonna produce my other song.
Yeah, I dropped that song. I literally, so I looked, I was in a chat and someone had dropped a beat. I wrote to it. I sent it. I was like, I recorded it. I sent it. I was like, hey man, I recorded and wrote this song to your stuff. And he was like, hey, can I mix it? I was like, heck yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I was like, so he did it. He mixed it. He sent it back, and I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, this is amazing. And he told me it was his first time ever mixing, and I was like, dude,
wow.
you're crazy good.
This is the future of music, Reggie, right here.
This is the future of music, man. Technology is definitely the key to spreading the word and the gospel of hip hop.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Not only for the culture, but for the people in general. You know what I'm saying? Music is the universal language.
It is. God, say it again, Reggie. Music is the universal language.
Universal language. Africa to Ukraine. Come on, man.
Right?
Right.
Come on, man. Africa to Ukraine. Come on, you doing good.
Right. And we got another artist working with us out of Bosnia, and another guy so this producer's in Nigeria. We've got another artist that we're working with out of Kenya. It's just, man, it's like waking up to Christmas every day. I don't know how I'm when I take a minute out of the running in circles.
Yeah.
When I remember to stop for us. And dude, we can't take no credit. It's just felt like you reached out to us, Reg.
I'll say that this platform has been amazingly helpful in reaching out to people and finding people and just creating real connections. Like, right. I can honestly say that.
Wow. Yeah.
I need you guys help on something.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to do some music.
I like it.
I need some inspiration.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
I need some inspiration.
Okay.
It's all out blood of this, that, misogynist rap, mumble rap, social conscious rap, gangster rap, all types of raps is out here.
Right.
You know, but I just need some motivation as far as some music producer or somebody to send something to me where I can write a classical joint again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're coming on 45 years.
I tell you what,
45 years.
There's a beat section for that.
Yep.
Where where literally I'm reaching out to more and more producers every day, and I'm having producers drop beats, and they make all kind. I'm trying to cast as wide of a net as possible. I'm trying to get all kinds of beats so I can get all kinds of artists. And if you need some beats, I can find some producers that make that type of, like, yeah, we can do that.
And I'll be honest, brother.
Yeah, I definitely need that. I definitely need that at this point in time, man. I need some motivation because I'm tired of hearing the same old stuff over and over again. You know,
you're singing my language,
that's the
brother.
start, man. That's the start. Is when you start to hear the radio and you're like, you know what, I could do this. You know what, I could do better than this. I could bring out some energy.
It's time for the grunge hop. In the world of rock and roll, what we got out there in the world of hip hop right now is hair metal bands. There's a lot of makeup and pretty, and they dancing around, and they.
Yep.
And then Kurt Cobain and the boys showed up and said, "Yeah, screw that. I don't care. I want to make music. I'm here to play." Hell yeah. You are, man. So one of the things we're looking at is starting a contest where what we do is drop beats into that Discord. And one of the things I'm going to need is some additional help, like on a weekly show, listening to what they do on top of it.
Yep.
And I can't think of a better source for inspiration or judgment than from the beginning of history looking at the future.
Yeah.
That we got to talk, brother. I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
That, you know what, you inspire me, and you know what, you said, hey, step up, and I'll tell you what, brother, I can feel you out there. We're gonna share it. We're gonna energy back and forth and inspire the hell out of each other. Because, man, every time I ain't gonna lie, Reg, you come on and I'm just full of energy. I've been having kind of a bum day, you know, and it's been kind of a weird week. And then you got on. Oh, thank you, brother. Just glad you're here, man.
I'm still here, man. Crash crew in the building. The Crash is rocking on the radio.
Yeah.
We still here.
You know what? I'm actually gonna play some Crash Crew music.
Give me some Crash Crew.
So here we go.
We'll get a little background on it. So set the man up.
You said on the radio, so I'm gonna play on the radio first.
There you go.
Okay.
What's the?
So you got any history for us? You wanna tell us a little bit about how this record was made?
Okay. Unfortunately, the history of this record is muddy. It's muddied and it's dirty right now. It was a lawless time in hip hop. 1983, people were snatching beats.
Yeah.
And we happened to snatch this beat from the Fantasy 3 MCs. We were known as the Bikers in the City at that time.
Right.
Which is not a good time for Crash Crew, but the hit record surpassed that.
Oof. Okay.
And we had got a beat plate from some people, and we went in the Sugar Hill studio and we redone it over again because, you know, hip hop always has been recreated.
Yeah.
Hip hop has always been here since the beginning of time.
Right.
Since the graffiti artist, since the caveman, since music.
Something to hit, a beat to make, moves to shake. You know what? You're right. It's the reality that from the beginning of time, we gathered around the fire, and what we did was we made noise.
Exactly. Cypher.
And
everything.
Yep.
So in 1983, we snatched this beat from the Fantasy 3, and we used another hook from, I think, a group called AM/PM from the radio.
Okay.
And we put together this song on the radio. Because at the time in 83, in 82, 83, is about radio play, about getting your song played on the radio and about being popular. So we came up with a hook called On the Radio, and we snatched this beat from the Fantasy 3. Shout out to my man Silver Fox.
Nice.
My brother right now, definitely Silver Fox, Fantasy 3.
Is it? So has that changed over the years? Did that start off? There might have been a little bit of
Bad blood.
a little bit of tension at the beginning.
You had to clear the air a little bit.
They wanted to battle us and call us out.
Right.
But we was on Sugar Hill. We was high and mighty.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sugar Hill was the place to be at that point. That's true.
We was 21, 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? No wisdom.
Young, dumb, full of music. Yeah, full of music. Full of music.
You know, young, yeah, you know, just like that. And we was on Sugar Hill Records, which was the #1.
It was hip hop
label at the time.
Yeah.
And Sugar Hill was snatching a lot of beats and redoing a lot of stuff. They even took our record. They took our record, Hot Power Rap, the first record. They took our record, Freedom, and did it over again with Flash in them.
No way. Okay.
So everybody was ripping everybody back in the day.
So there was a lot of cutting and grinding.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, then that's the point. They start defining how long a sample can be, and then you start fighting with the rest of the music industry too.
I tell you what, a lot of like the early 2000s was like remixes. Like I kept hearing remixes on the radio and stuff like that. So that reminds me of taking a beat and making your own thing, you know?
Yeah, but to some, I see exactly what Reg is saying, though. There was a point where, man, especially at the moment.
Flawless.
Yeah, well, and it was early. So I tell you.
It was early. We were just writing the rules then. We were just writing the rules of hip-hop. We were just writing the rules of hip-hop of what you can do and what you can't do. So we were breaking all the rules. We were breaking all the rules to see how far as we can go as far as making a hit record.
Push it.
You know what? I think every bit of music's been like that to some extent. The story that pops into my mind is the first way ZZ Top made money was impersonating a British band down in Texas. Nobody'd ever seen them, so they went from show to show under the other people's names. But the early hip-hop was like that, too, because you'd never seen the guys. You'd never... You know, that unless you were in New York or unless you were connected, like, oh, my God, this must be... And you could tell anybody it was whoever you wanted because...
They didn't have... Yeah.
Especially overseas.
Yeah.
Especially overseas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people went overseas and perpetrated the fraud that they were somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole other story at another time.
Let's get on the radio.
Okay, let's
it's
do
the
it.
radio here. Let's get on it.
Hey y'all, the Crash is rocking on your radio.
Classic.
Great big splash. 'Cause we're pulling all the tricks from out the stash. Reggie Reg, G-Man, and a brother by the name of EK Mike C. And don't you ever in your mind forget the fantasy? This is the whole of the lot. DJ Down C. We're rocking you down with a musical wave. Oh, while the rhythm makes you all become beat slaves. It makes you follow and toe to the musical flow. As we begin to rock you on the radio. but he was talking too fast and I got lost. I asked him to explain what he was talking about. My man was too excited, he began to shout. I finally figured out what homeboy was saying. You never guess what the radio is playing. I turned my stereo on, and what do you know? Reggie Reg was rocking on your radio. I have powers that are only mine. I can make a blind man walk a straight line. I dated queens, I beat up kings. I had 20 gold chains and 5 gold rings. I stole the throne, I wore the crown. I can even bench press 300 pounds. His name is Beast Joe, you can call him a pro. Cause I'll be rocking on the radio. Mike C is rocking on the radio. The well balance of my talents is a gift from God. To find sense of thought, it shouldn't be made hard. Cause I'm a man that's strong, that's where I belong. You're guaranteed to get this if you tell me I'm wrong. Your mind is crunch as I take you to lunch. With my high power rounds, I knock you out like a punch. No time to explain because it really don't matter. I'm EK Mike C and I will serve you on a platter. G-Man is rocking on the radio. G-Man, but other rappers can address me as Lord. The rhyme is my armor, the mic is my sword. In the MC joust, I've never been bested. Cause the rap I'm popping goes uncontested like a lethal weapon. The rap will maim, set your butt on fire with the heat from the flesh. So don't you get out of line, you better stay in your place. Cause if you don't, I'm gonna dish your face. Shoebie is rocking on the radio. Well, I'm MC Shoebie, the MC Supreme. Be rocking on my mic with a gangster lean. Been rocking that party since 17. Said I walk around town in designer jeans. And I should know that, stated as a fact. And I'm the only MC that got it like that. Well, I'm MC Shoebie and I want y'all to know he's telling his story on the radio. Don't quit to be quitting, stop to be stopping. Keep moving, just keep on rocking. It's music that's made for your mind. It'll rock you each and every time. We're on the microphones rapping. Sounds so good, your hands will start clapping. And when we finish rocking at the show, we'll be rocking on your radio.
Man, I miss that sound. Man, I miss that sound, Reg.
#1, New York City radio. 48 weeks on New York City radio, #1.
Nice.
Dang.
#1 on the radio.
Radio.
On the radio.
Man, I love this song. Like when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh my God, Matt is gonna love this." Like the harmonies, the like I didn't even realize how much was going on with like my headphones and stuff. Like it was bouncing back and forth in the headphone. Oh my God.
Put Pink Floyd to shame. I heard it going around me.
It was cool, man.
Well, and what hits me is...
Yeah, we definitely did that.
Yeah, you guys did
that.
Well, and
in 1983.
Oof. Man.
1983, 1984.
83, I was...
I went on the radio. We was on Sugar Hill Records.
Right.
Like I was saying, at the time, it was a lawless time. Right now, everybody was snatching beats and
ripping and running.
Whatever.
Yep.
You know, it was all good and gravy.
That's a nice funky beat, though. I like the funk at the front end, but then I grew up in the 80s. I hear that synth influence because, man, that synth was everywhere.
Nah, I heard it and I
there's-
was like, this is an 80s sound.
So here's a thought that goes through my head when I was listening to this. I never really thought about, and because I was younger when I was listening to stuff before, I suppose, or something, that without funk and disco, that there'd be no hip hop.
Right.
It's that funk dance sound, and like because it's got the beat you can dance to.
Yep.
It's got that jazzy funk, and then it's got that synth bass, and you're like, going, "Oh yeah!"
I didn't even when I was creating the playlist for this, I wasn't even listening to the full songs. I just gave myself like a good minute to listen to it to be like, okay, I want to play this, like. And that little scratch at the oh my, like the record scratching and stuff like that. I love it. I love it so much.
Once upon a time, they did that in real person.
Yeah,
it wasn't you pushing a button on the computer, man.
Yeah, there was a guy up there doing that.
There was a musician on the turntables. Right. See, my big thing, they've separated who the musicians are lately. You know, they talk about producers and artists. And I'm like, man, that producer's running.
That time in the 80s, that time in the 80s, it was more live band. Live band and push button stuff.
Yeah. Samples.
And even though Grandmaster Flash was down with Sugar Hill Records at the time,
I remember,
they didn't even have the technology right now to bring the turntables in. I mean, they could have did it, but it just wasn't done at the time. Everything was done with a band.
Okay. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Everything was done with a band to prevent you from getting sued.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So you had to emulate the stuff on instruments.
Do you think that hip hop has lost something, that there aren't more artists on the stage anymore, working together musically?
I think hip hop, as far as like coming from an old head, for me, I think hip hop has lost its stage presence as far as uplifting the people and getting away from the misogynist stuff about selling drugs.
Yeah.
You know, showing your butt, take your titties out, you know, and all that stuff. I think it lost power as far as going in a positive direction. Like it's still in a direction of hip hop because you still got artists that's still doing positive stuff.
Oh God, yeah. God, yeah. I mean,
but they don't have enough backing behind them. They don't have the radio stations behind them backing them. As far as they don't have the community, the society backing them. As far as positive stuff.
Well, we're here now.
Everything is about getting your money, getting a big car, mansion, and a yacht, and getting out of Dodge. That's it.
And this is me, and I'm projecting my view of where hip hop came from. And this is, you're going to correct me, and I expect it, is people wanted to be heard, not wanted to get rich. That's a great side effect. Don't get me wrong, but it felt like early hip hop was, you don't get my life, and I'm gonna tell you about it, but not like I'm attacking you.
Right. I'm just gonna explain.
And not like it's all just bad. But it felt so much more from the corners of New York back then. And now it feels...
It definitely was. It was about expressing your situation in a positive light.
Right. Telling your stories. Yeah, telling your story in a positive light, dancing, music, and having fun. Peace, love, and having fun. That's what it was about. Amen.
It was never too dark. It was never too dark because you're thinking about you making music for people to enjoy, for people to relax to.
Right.
Not for people to cry or go kill somebody. If I listen to this song, I'm gonna want to go kill somebody.
Do you think crack's what changed hip hop?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna want to do something bad to somebody. Music wasn't that purpose.
Yeah.
It wasn't that purpose for music. Music was the purpose of enlightenment, enticement, excitement, and things like that.
And wooing the ladies. It's always music's always been about wooing the ladies.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been about that. Exactly.
There's always been love in the room of a variety of kinds.
Right.
Well, my question is, do you think that the prevalence of crack in our country changed hip hop? That's when that part of what changed it was what was going on.
And society, yes. I'm gonna say yes. Society went for a downfall as far as the crack era in the '80s.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you get groups like SW1, NWA. You get a reaction that's when all of a sudden there's a violence.
It gets gritty. It gets gritty. It gets dark, and everyone is going into that dark hole. But the end of the story is that you're coming out of it in the light. You're wiping the mud off your face.
Hell yeah.
And that's the part that they forget to put in they song.
So true.
The part where you come out of it.
That's a piece I always make sure to like. I try to stay no matter how negative I get in my music, I try to stay positive with it. Like I try to keep it somewhat upbeat in some places, you know? Cuz there's always that hope, there's always that light, there's always that positivity that's unavoidable, you know?
You know what, even if you're singing about the bottom of the well, you got to talk about the stars.
You got to talk about exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you ain't never going to believe in getting out of the well.
Exactly. There's nothing to look forward to. I would say that if there's one thing that I would really love to do, it's to make positive music that is real.
Yeah.
Positive music, like I want positivity that is marked with reality, you know?
Oh. That's you know what? That's the future of rap right there. That you look at where we're at and you look at where we've been, and when they come back together, like that old divorced couple that gets remarried 20 years later, even though they married 3 other people in the middle. You know that this is your mission, Reg. This is what you're here for, brother. They need you.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, it's amazing just listening to you like speak about how things used to be. Like it's enlightening for me. It gives me a lot of stuff to think about, really.
Yeah, you gotta come out of that rabbit hole. At the end of the day, you want somebody to listen to your record and be happy.
Right.
You want somebody to listen to your record and be, glorified.
I like that. That's it right there.
Glorified.
You don't want somebody to listen to the end of the record and be more sadder that they put the record on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a club and you dancing. You want to keep that energy positive.
Well,
you don't want the energy to go out, I got to kill 5 people.
Well, we've seen concerts lately.
I got to sell more drugs.
You know what?
I got to take my clothes off and get naked in order to make a hit record, you know?
Right.
You're going to need positive energy.
We've seen violence not only in the streets, but at the actual concerts now, where, you know what, you're getting everybody into an energy that can go bad. And we've even seen some artists, it feels like, direct the crowd at other members of the crowd, and you're just going, whoa, man, all those people bought tickets. Why are you picking and choosing? You know what?
Exactly. You want to keep it positive. You want to keep that energy good.
That's how you build.
That's when, Bambaataa, DJ Bambaataa, Preservation of Hip Hop Culture.
Okay.
Came out about peace, love, and having fun.
It's the truth.
Enjoying yourself.
We were watching. I like to school my young fellow here, so we were watching 3 Days of Peace and Love. We were watching
Woodstock.
Yeah, I had him watch Richie Havens, because you watch Richie Havens at Woodstock, you're like blown away. Freedom. Oh my! And it can't help but fill you. And you're like, this is how music's supposed to be. I mean, he's talking about a hard thing.
Yeah.
He's talking from the heart in a moment where our country's at war and we're fighting it. But the way he does it is he grabs you by your soul and literally shakes the shit out of you. You know? And beats... There's something...
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look up... Man, Richie Havens on that... Woodstock is worth watching. Richie Havens, Carlos Santana.
Well, I give the hippies credit. Woodstock was definitely a peace convention.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought together people of all creeds and all races and all ethnic
whatever damn color they are. Exactly.
I got you. We got you.
I'm trying to get the word out right now.
It's okay. That's all right.
Well, and in my head, that was the local convention, and it's time for a world convention. Eventually, the party I want to put on is Woodstock and Live Aid disappear back into the woods, and they have a baby. Peace and love across the globe. Because remember how moved Live Aid got us? We were like, man, all of us were tuned in. You know, that on some level. And can you imagine if musicians performing all over the world for 3 days straight, endless? It's because the clock keeps moving. Mm-hmm. And so in a different country, it's time to go on stage.
It's time to go on, yeah.
And you could go 3 days of just powerful, touch your soul. We are in this together.
Right.
We are one world. We are one people. Them lines all over the fucking place to control us, fuck you. Sorry. I get a little... This part gets me worked up.
It's okay.
You know, that... Reg, man, you fill me with energy. I just...
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a future to this culture. It's not the end of the story yet. This is only the beginning of the story.
You know what? Everybody's sure whatever chapter they're in is the end. Nope. There's a next chapter.
Yeah, young, old, black, white, green, brown. This is only the beginning of the chapter.
Exactly.
It's only the beginning of the chapter right now, because right now we all in the same suit.
Yeah.
We all in the same suit. We all got all the colors are in the M&M bag right now.
Right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got pistachio, raisin.
Raisinets. Some of them are raisins dressed up as something else now.
Yeah, right. So we got all the colors in the M&M bag right now. So all we got to do is keep this bag going.
Right.
Keep this bag going for universal love, peace, and happiness.
And then we get there.
And the preservation for hip-hop culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because hip-hop culture is the one that's bringing people together like the hippies in the 70s.
You know, you're dead on.
You know what I'm saying? Got more white people buying rap music than African-American people.
Speaking of M&Ms.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing.
Right.
That means we crossed over.
Yeah.
And isn't it funny? Because you, at a time in the 80s, where a song like On the Radio, what you're hoping for more than anything else is crossover and pickup. And now they're more likely to maybe even talk about cultural appropriation as opposed to the idea of we're coming together, everybody's coming together for a love of this music.
Right.
You know, that even if you're a little girl in Australia and you love this music and you're singing it, that's meaningful.
That's what I mean when I say that hip-hop is the pop culture right now.
Oh,
that's what I mean when I say that. Like, hip-hop is where it's at right now.
Man, you loaded a bullet in his 22, man. That's a conversation we have every so often.
Every so often we have a couple conversations where we argue a little bit, and I got my stance and he's got his stance, and we just go back and forth for days.
We talk music.
Yeah.
You know, air quotes, we talk music. You've hung out with, there were moments in the studio with close friends where you were, talking music.
Yeah.
Hell no, that ain't going like that.
Right? You're at each other's throats here.
Part of making music is passion.
I definitely agree with you. Definitely been them times.
Right?
Where
right.
you got a different opinion on style of music that we doing, especially when we was making records.
I mean,
With
5
Flash
people
during the
together,
80s.
that's got to be difficult to make music together like that. Like, can
well,
you
we
speak
had
up on
5
that a little
chefs
bit?
in the kitchen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we had 5 chefs in the kitchen.
That's
5
either gonna be
chefs in the kitchen to make one dish.
oof.
Right.
That's either gonna be great
That's
stew,
either going to be great
or
or
that's gonna be over seasoned.
yeah.
So what happens with that piece? So
Yeah.
do you feel like it was more like a band, even though you had some changes in membership, right, over time?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, right now in the future, we're looking at some changes in membership for new music.
Okay.
Not everybody is going to be rapping.
I get
You know
that.
what I'm saying? MCing. Some people are going to be just producing, or just singing hook, or just saying a few words in the song.
Right.
Who are you
Something
still
like
on?
that, just talking about the history.
Who are you still in touch with?
I'm still in touch with the whole crew.
Wow.
Okay.
Are
I'm
they
still in touch with the whole crew. We done recently talked.
okay?
We recently won a lawsuit against Sugar Hill Records.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So you own your stuff
And,
now?
So we probably be getting our just dues in a couple of months or so.
Okay.
Congratulations, brother. That's
man.
awesome.
And it's been about 20 years, 25 years or so that we've been in a class action lawsuit with them.
Oh man.
That's a battle,
as far
man.
as getting our rights, royalties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always know that the first generation always gets jerked.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then we ain't
You don't
talking happy
read the
endings.
paperwork.
Right.
Yeah.
We just want to get out the hood. We just want to get out. We just want to shine. We just want to.
Right.
We want to just make our mark on the planet.
Wanting it so much that somebody's looking to take advantage of that.
At any cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
that's what happened.
So how many of you still are you all in New York? Or are you all over the place?
So we here now. We still here now.
Okay.
We still got an active 5 members.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Dow C. DJ Dow C was our point man as far as our music creation was concerned and stuff. Our DJ.
Right.
He passed in 1999.
Oh.
But we still here. You know what I'm saying? We still here. Almost 60 years old. Still doing it. Still doing hip-hop sightseeing tours in New York City.
Hush tours, baby. If you're in
know,
New York, you got to get
Don't
there.
keep it hush hush.
Yeah. We the one and only hip-hop sightseeing tour of its kind. We're actual pioneers, are the actual tour guides of the tour.
Okay, I get it. And so, do you have other guys? Do you have so now outside the crew, are you also working with some people that you know?
Yeah, we have Grandmaster Caz.
Okay.
Definitely a pioneer and legend in hip hop, a super legend in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a quarter of the Sugar Hill Gang Rappers Delight song, Big Bang Hank.
Okay.
And we got Curtis Blow.
You got Curtis? Okay,
Curtis?
go on.
Yo, you're saying names I know. I'm like,
Yeah, we have also got Raheem from the Furious Five.
No way.
wow.
Yeah, it was also available as a tour.
Okay.
We got Mike C from the Fearless Four.
Okay.
Man, I'm
They
just
rocking it. Yes, we are rocking it.
Mhm.
Rocking it. We got him. We got Johnny Famous, who's down with Big Daddy Kane Camp.
Okay.
Johnny Famous is known as Scoop Lover.
Scoop lover. Okay.
I'm astounded at the at hearing you list off like people you're still in contact with and stuff like that. That's yeah. This is gonna be amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what we got to do.
What we got to do,
There's a guy coming to the Ohio State Fair this year that I really want to sit down with.
right?
That if we could sit down and talk to Cube for a minute, if I could convince him he's in town and I should get an interview,
Right.
that, you know what, I've reached out actually to Ice Cube and Willie Nelson. I don't know that either of them are going to respond.
Right.
But No,
I
there's a.
feel we may be a little bit too old for him.
You know what?
I
But
think
I
I
can't
think
believe that he didn't study.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know.
Something
Maybe.
about crash. He may know something about them because our history is different from the Bronx.
I'm losing you for a second,
We're
there, brother.
losing you a
History
little
is
bit.
not as big as the Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop,
Absolutely, I
but
agree.
Harlem is the first cousin.
So
Harlem is the first cousin.
you're
'Cause
saying
right
you
from
had
the
sex with
Bronx, you
Harlem?
swim across the water. Yeah, you swim across the water, you in Harlem.
Okay.
So Harlem is the first cousins of hip hop.
Like it.
Got you.
Yeah, we're the first cousins of hip hop.
That, and it's such a New York
From the
sound.
boombox, from the cassette tapes,
2 cassettes.
coming down to Harlem.
We're talking. You get that fancy boombox with the 2 cassette tapes, and then what you would do is you'd do a tape to tape, and then remember you'd put one recorder in the room, and then you play something on the radio to catch a song back in the day. Mixtapes were a thing because it wasn't easy. You know, it was
You gotta sit in front of a party in the Bronx with a boombox, with a JVC boombox,
Right.
to record the show.
right. Yes, absolutely.
Hear what was going on. And cassette tapes was definitely the main movement. Cassette tape is the movement. Cassette tape.
That's it. You find them throwaways, put some tape over the top, re-record your stuff on top of it, and go.
And go.
I don't know how many of my parents' tapes disappeared, but anyways. What do you got next for us, Mr. Ross?
What I got next? I got
Bring me the.
I got next. We Are Known as MCs. This is from the same record, I believe, as on the radio. You got anything you want to say about this one?
Okay, We Are Known as MCs was a combination.
I'm losing you a little bit there.
Combination of break beats.
Oh, so you brought together. So it was 3 beats lined up, and then what you did was you cut and diced and moved them around.
We use a live band.
Oh, that's right, 'cause I keep
the break beats off the vinyl.
Okay.
So
you recreated the sound.
Well, that was what he was saying, was that
Got
you use all live so you don't end up sued for using somebody else's record.
Right, so you do.
It was a liability thing.
I got you.
But so then what you did was, because to some extent, that's harder, but it makes throwing 3 beats together easier because you've got live musicians.
This is before the sampler.
Okay,
right.
I got you.
You had a sampler, and you were sampling beats. You was definitely pirating the beats with a live band.
Okay, I totally get it.
Is it the MPC that's the first sampler?
The what?
MPC, yeah.
Yeah, the MPC. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Give me some music here.
I got you.
3 beats and a boombox. Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
I love the harmonies, and I love the instrumental break. I'm a fan of instrumental breaks.
Well, I literally, I'm looking at Ross as his playing. I'm going, dude, just sample the whole end of it and turn it in. Turn
it into something.
That end. Oh my god, as it's dancing in my head.
Can I sample some of these? Because I would really love to. I would really love to play around with these.
Well, you gotta check out the break beats of the music that I'm gonna send you.
Okay.
Because it's break beats. It's all about the DJ and the break beats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all about the break beats.
Gotta break it down.
Gotta break it down.
Gotta
The
break
break
it down.
beats is what started it off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
the break beat started off the MC.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to blow in the mic there. Oops.
The break beat started off the MC.
When in doubt, if there's a hair on your mic, don't try to blow the hair off.
Yeah,
I've
done that before. It doesn't actually. So you saying break beats is the way to go if you want to get that old school sound?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Break beats is definitely it.
Do you feel like a lot of the stuff coming out now is kind of muddy? You know what I mean? Kind of like there's so much going on that, I mean, even like, I like some mumble guys, but some mumble guys I'll feel they're almost more like jazz. Like I can't tell what they're saying.
Yeah, well, some of it is kind of good.
Yeah, I like some of it.
It depends. I've found that the people that keep it simple are usually the ones that I like to listen to.
Good.
Yeah, I love when I can hear the heart. You know what I mean? That I hear you guys and I hear you invested.
Yeah, like you guys really, really care about this, and I can tell.
You know that.
Yeah, some of it is kind of good.
Well, some days it feels like I can hear them chasing dollars on the songs. You know?
Yeah, you can hear that too, because someday they are chasing dollars.
Well, and I get that. I totally get it. You know what? Trust me, I got $1.12 in the bank right now. I ain't making that up.
Say it again, please.
I say I got $1.12 in the bank. So I ain't making nothing up here. I get the need and the money thing, but a lot of it feels more heart-based. You know? Coming down to, you know, finding who you really are instead of just trying to figure out what to give people.
I can tell that everybody that was involved in this song cared about the song.
Well, I think that's how they harmonize.
Yeah, well, it was like sometimes you listen to a song and you can tell that the person that made it didn't really care about it. They were just pushing it out.
That's my issue with features. I believe in collaborations instead of features. You know, that I'm even pushing the idea that, you know, when producers and artists talk, what they ought to talk is percentages on a song and work together.
Right.
Creatively, like the same way that, you know, you'd have your MCs and your DJs putting together a sound.
Right.
Instead of it feeling like...
So that way every song feels like it's an investment as opposed to...
Collaboration.
Say it again, brother?
Collaboration. Songs collaboration.
Yeah.
Of what the DJ who is primary the producer bringing you the music, and the MC putting the lyrics on it.
And you needed both.
And the MC's responsibility is to feel whatever the public needs to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
At that time, what do the public need to hear at this time?
The lift.
Like what do we need to hear at this time? What are we tired of hearing? Or what do we need to support?
Whatever
what do we need to get behind? And that's where the music is coming from.
That's so much.
That's so much of
meaningful.
what music is.
That's so much what music is. What music, art,
like
all of us.
What does the public need to hear right now? Like, do we need to hear more of the misogynist rap?
No.
Or do we need to hear more of the gangster rap? What is it that we need to hear? And then you got your societies and your different cliques of who's buying the record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's buying the record? Who's buying the records? 35 and under people are streaming. 35 and over, they're not doing anything. They just like, we here. Whatever you guys listen to, we're gonna listen to and put our critique on.
Pandora.
Like old school heads against the new school heads.
You
know
know,
what I'm saying? Parents just don't understand. Like, if you're 35 and over, you don't have a cool card anymore. You don't know the slang that they talking.
right?
The things that these young kids are doing right now. So you got to try to mix yourself in with what's ever happening as far as music is concerned.
Right.
True that. I see what you. It's finding over and over again. The part I find meaningful is where it comes together, the spots where it intersects, and you know, like exactly. Old school, new school becomes next school.
Next school, yeah.
You know, that it's knowing our history that we don't repeat it culturally and musically. We need to remember that we need to bring ourselves together as opposed to divided. And that's what music does.
Exactly. Just like that.
Oof. Wow, brother. We're gonna
like that.
We thought we'd throw out one more. We're coming up on the hour. And I happen to know there's an early one that touches me deeply. You can guess which one it is if you would like. I will let Mr. Ross.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Give it a
sir.
spin, brother man. Let's hear that.
How far right?
Yep. You give it a roll for me, Ross?
Yep, I got you. We're doing
Now, we did this song in a commercial editing studio.
Okay.
No Sugar Hill, no Enjoy Records, a commercial editing studio splicing from reel to reel 8-track cassette.
Oh, snap.
Real world talk. These kids have no clue. These kids have no clue.
Yeah, you got to go to the museum to see what that's about.
Man, and remember when, like, the coolest dude in the world was the dude that had the hi-fi setup with the big-ass reel-to-reel. You knew he was serious about music. And he'd be like, oh, broke, and he'd get out with his tape. He'd have his tape to tape it back.
Right, the kid with the boom box. The king.
Yeah, he owned the world.
Yeah, a double cassette, biphonic boom box.
Big enough to make you look tiny when you got it on your shoulder. I can picture it.
Yeah,
silver is all get out too. Oh.
Yeah, you need 12 deep batteries in the.
We don't want to be left behind. All we want to do is just blow your mind just one more time. And you say New York City right about now. To the sound you hear, deaf to your ear, you have no fear. The Mix Master Mike, Disco Dave, the amazing crash crew is here. Backed by popular demand and shot the motherland. Giving you more than what you bargained for. In your mind, bringing you the baddest jams we can find. Females, cause we are superstars. Let me tell you, the bass in your face, the highs in your eyes, so make your nature rise. Cause we are the crash crew, and we rock till you can't survive. So it's Friday the 3rd, when we heard the word, Mike and Dave was taking over the town. And now the happy people was dancing to the beat of the vicious crash crew sound. With 2 DJs, 6 MCs, we rock the house so viciously. And I'm the R, the E, double G-I-E, be the highest degree and the woman's key. Satisfy your needs and curiosity. Well, I'm the B-S-F-T-R-O. So I came here to rock, I came here to roll with the touch the whack, or with a 10-foot pole. Cause I'm the L to the A, the S-H-U, to the B-E-E, I'm lost you be. Because I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. They talk about me over cups of tea. Well, I'm the N to the I, the K-E-C. Because I rock the mic with tranquility. Or with the pole certified, not for MC. Cause I am the only E-K Mike C. And I'm the G-double-E, the M-A-N. And I want you young ladies just to understand that I'm spreading my loving from land to land. Doing it all with my master plan. And I come to you in the radio wave. I rock the house cause I can't behave. All the females on the block just praise and crave. I go by the name of a Disco Dave. So don't quit the beat quitting, stop the beat stopping. Come on down, see, just keep on rocking. We'll keep on rocking.
So run to the front to peep us out. We be rocking the house, say without a doubt. We ride around town, slick hot rods with the newest sensation, sense hard and soft. But Reggie Reg,
It's better for your head.
Larry Bistro,
It's better for your head. Shoe bees, better for your head.
you might see.
It's better for your head.
Melody Man,
It's better for your head.
Disco Day.
It's better for your head. Mix Master Mike. It's better for your head.
So if you got 19 on the go,
Somebody say ho, ho.
you don't stop, cause I'm super cool and got a high potential. Necessary element and essential. Rocking the house with the greatest of ease. We bringing young ladies down to the knees. So come in the door, we'll make you dance. Soon you'll be a victim of circumstance. You find your feet in a disco trance. And when you think of escape, there is no chance. The beat holds you tight when we're on the mic. Cause I'm MC Reggie Reg and I'm out of sight to be stroll. I'm on mellow. What it look like when you're on the mic? Tell a sucker MCs don't bite.
Well, I'm the one that kind and I feel real fine. You see, I rock young ladies most anytime, and I may sound conceited, but I tell you what, I got a bunch of girls that's trying to bust my nut. I want all of y'all to understand what Barry Bistro is the maid's man. I want all of y'all to shout it out and what Barry Bistro is all about. Because A is the apple, J is the jack. If you don't get down, you must be whack. With the needle to the groove to make you move. You put the bass in the face to rock this place. Put the highs in your eyes and make your nature rise. So come on, y'all, let's do it. Shoot me, I'm my mellow, my man. To turn on your mic, but then you rock, yeah, like I know you can.
You know that because I got like that young lady. Cause I'm sure the like when I'm on the mic. I'm guaranteed to rock the house all night until the sucker MC. Don't you fight. Sit up, took the munch from Captain Crunch. From Muhammad Ali, the knockout punch. Told Leon's face to brush your teeth. I feel the Eminem man to chop the 2 feet. I help them move Moses to build the car to make the rock and shit that to reach the star. Sit up now you know, and now you see a wide go by the name MC. Shoot people might see.
Yeah.
My mellow. What it look like when you're on the mic?
When I was born with the name that was so damn fly, you see the fly girl could never pass it by. I was born with the walk that was so unique, plus the fly boys girls. Whenever I speak, I was born with class and I was born with style. I was made with the rap that's worth the while. You see the E is for every chance I get to rock to the rhythm so you won't forget. You see the K is for the knowledge of the galaxy, cause everybody knows girls, cause everybody know EK by C. You see, I got my rhyme and you got your own. Come on, sweet man, get on the microphone.
Cause I think females are all the same. They all get slick and to play the game. But listen here, I got something for you. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rock it. And don't stop it, cause the party has begun. So come on females, get on the dance floor. Let the fellas have some fun. Cause I'm here tonight to rock the mic. So please understand that it's DJ Dial C and the Melody Man. And when I'm on the mic, I'm shit delight. And I'm the women's pride and joy. And for the sucker MCs to get in my way, it's them I do destroy. Cause I'm the super duper loopy looper, number one MC Splendor. And if you mess with me, I'm sure you agree that I am no beginner. So disco, I'm all mellow, it's on you, so what you gonna do?
Well, girls, it's girls I can't ignore. I like them sweet and kind, intelligent and fine. It's them I do adore. With class and style, I make it worth the while when I take one on a day. Any race or creed is fine with me. You see, I don't discriminate. Yes, girls, they can improve any man's life. You put your mind at ease and fulfill your needs when you take one for your ride. At the wave of your hands and follow your commands, doing what you tell them to. Under pressure and stress, they'll perform their best, just as long as you are true. You see, you must understand to be a ladies' man. You can treat them with grace and pride. Go hand in hand to be a gentleman, and they'll always be by your side. Well, girls, you shout and clap your hands, because I'm mellow on the mic, I know you like, and they call him G-Man.
Cause you walking down the street with your box in your hand, and you playing the music of the Poison Clan. And you walking the pavement of the Sundry Street, and you snapping your fingers to the show shot beat, and then you hear G-Man on your radio rapping. Your feet start to dancing and your hands start to clapping, so you say to your friend that he's really good. I'm gonna tape his show and rock the whole neighborhood. So you tape the show and it sounds so very nice, so you sell it down the block for a very high price. Now the whole damn block is trying to sound like
like me, but I'm the original and not a duplicated copy. So a buzzy buzz, my mellow, my man, LSD, my mellow, my man, Mace G, my mellow, my man, TC, my mellow, my man, 45, my mellow, my man, Debbie Deb, rock the house.
Classic. Classic.
Absolute classic.
Yup.
The 8th record in hip hop. The 8th hit record in hip hop.
Jeez,
48
man.
records was made.
That's
48 records was made in 1979.
8th hit record in hip hop history.
Made in 1979. We're number 8.
You know what?
The first 15 hip hop records in classic form.
You broke hip hop's vinyl virginity, basically. Yeah, I mean, you guys were straight up there at the original. It moves me, man. Now I got to ask a question. I've noticed your voice has gotten a little deeper over the years. How old was Reggie on that song? How old were you when you did that?
17 years old.
17.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
I'm 59 years old today.
See, you're a slowpoke, Ross. You're 19 and you don't even have it. No, the best was the horn.
Yeah. He's like, you hit the button. Yep, there you go.
Yep, 17 years old when we did at
Wow.
commercial.
Man, commercial success at 17. I couldn't imagine.
It came out in 1980.
Right.
Okay.
And then you're like,
August the 3rd. August the 3rd, we heard the word Mike and Dave was taking over the town.
Ooh.
right?
And 3 months from August the 3rd, we pressed 500 copies with a rubber stamp on it, no label, just went to Sunshine Distributing.
Right? And then put stamp, boom,
Put
boom,
it out.
boom, boom,
Right.
boom,
Put
boom.
a stamp on it, a party stamp. That you stamp your hand at the party when you come in the party.
I got you. I got you.
We did that, and in 1980 came out with the original label, the black and gold label, Mike and Dave Productions.
Right? That's
Mike and Dave was one of the first independent labels. It had Boogie Boys, Biz Markie, and Rob Bass on it from Lincoln Project.
Jesus.
Harlem
Oh
Hip
my
Hop.
God.
Harlem hip hop, man.
Harlem hip hop.
Harlem Hip Hop. We
the-
the first cousins of the Bronx.
That part of the blessing is you're in the right apartment building, right?
Say it again?
That part of the blessing that gets you where you're at is you're in the right building. That you're
Yes,
around
I'm
Mike
in
and
the right
Dave,
building.
yeah.
I'm right there. I'm right there in the right building. 1C and Mike and Dave is in 4D.
Oh,
Wow.
isn't that
Isn't that crazy how that happens though?
it's that when you look back at the series of events that make your life,
Right.
I can't. I'm always blown away by those moments of, and then I was just there and it
Yeah.
worked.
I was just
Yeah, I
there
was
and it
just
happened.
there.
It-
Yeah, I was there.
That's how life happens. It's crazy.
You were there,
Mhm.
and that
You gotta be
Yeah,
ready
but
when it happens too.
Yeah, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. The 8th record in hip hop. The 8th record in hip hop. The 8th hit record in hip hop.
that's just
Crazy,
crazy.
man.
Do you
8th
feel?
record in hip hop.
Do
You
you
got
feel like
Sugar
modern
Hill
hip hop has forgotten old school hip
Curtis
hop?
Blow,
Oh yeah.
Spoonie G, Grandmaster Flash, Funky 4,
Right.
Super Rhymes, Rest in Peace,
Right.
and then you got Crash Crew. To break the wave, to break the barrier
Yeah.
of hip hop.
There's none of this
It's
exists without
record.
you. Yeah. No, I get it. I find it so meaningful. Like, so when I look at music, I love seeing back because I think that's meaningful. I think where our roots come from define the strength of our tree, and so we got to water them. And do you feel like hip hop as we know it today has lost some of its roots?
I feel I'm the son of. I feel I'm the. In hip hop.
Oh shoot, you're breaking up.
You're breaking
I'm
up. Hold on.
Say that again, brother.
Say it again.
I feel I'm the son of. I'm not pronouncing it right, but we are the first roots in hip hop.
Absolutely.
in the recreation of hip hop.
Well, and that's
In the recreation of hip hop.
that's the thing. That I think it's time. I think there's something
In
to
the
be said.
recreation of hip hop.
Yeah. You gonna come back first time, right? And then we're gonna do it again. So maybe that needs to be the first song you guys come out with.
What?
Do it again. No, do it again. It should be the name of the song should be "Do It Again." We're here to do it again.
Yeah.
Because you guys own that sound. I miss the storytelling. I miss the love going back and forth between the dudes in the crew. That it's.
Well, I'm putting my bio up.
I got you.
And I'm gonna start writing a joint. I'm gonna start writing a lyric. I'm gonna start writing some lyrics on my bio.
I like it.
Okay.
I love it.
Like
I
I
need
said,
some more of it.
Motivation.
It's
Reggie Reg's Crash Crew.
That's the
Reggie Reg Crash
out
Crew
right now.
Studio 586B.
528 radio.
I'm telling you, I'm ready for it.
You guys got the plugs?
You know what? We got Hush Studio, Hush Tours.
Hush Tours. Don't be hush hush about it.
Don't be hush hush about the tours in New York now.
Yep.
What else you want to plug, brother?
What else you want to plug?
What else you gonna bring to me?
I need to plug Crash Crew Entertainment.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna do some more stuff, man. Thank you guys for checking in with me, man.
Dude, thank you for having us,
Thank you for being here, man.
I don't lie. I'll tell you straight up. The greatest gift anybody gives me is their time. And I know it's a little bit fanboy to say, but to have a legend going, hey, yeah, let me give you some of my time. Dude, I'm moved. Thank you.
And reaching out to me.
And more of it.
Still here.
Exactly. Me too.
Still here.
I'm still here too. The young Ross, you're gonna have to.
Title of the joint. We're still here.
We're still. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what? That's a valid point.
We're still
I like
here.
that. We're still here.
Because you are.
Yeah.
You know what? And
I need some inspiration.
we're gonna get you.
I need some beats sent to me to Reg Payne Gmail.
Okay.
Reg Payne 135 Gmail.
Reg
Write
Payne.
that down, please.
REG
135 at Gmail.
PAYNE.
PAYNE. And what was it?
Uh,
Did you say Reg Payne? And was there numbers on the end of it, there, brother?
was there numbers on the end of that?
RJ, you got me, RJ?
You got it?
Yeah. Well, text it. Text it in the chat.
I think he already did. Was what he's
Ross,
saying.
you got me, Ross?
Yeah,
got me, Ross?
I got you.
We got you, brother.
We got you, brother.
It will be posted everywhere, and we are going to take care of you, my friend. Because, no, you got to understand, you're saying inspire me, and I'm telling you, you inspire us.
Right,
Really?
I don't have a team right now.
I got you.
That's okay.
You do now.
We
I
got
don't have
you,
a
man.
team right
Yeah,
now.
you do. Yeah, you do.
You got us.
You got a team.
Got an underground joint going on right now.
I love it. We're going to get that joint out, and I'm telling you right now, that joint going to get us all high. You know what I'm saying? Brother, I love you. I can't wait to talk more. And I know that, dude, this is the beginning of a beautiful thing. This is what I feel in my heart, in my bones. And I don't mean that like it's that I can feel it. You know what I mean? There's an energy in the room. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Crash Crew in the house. Reg, I'd say thank you all day, and I still wouldn't say it enough. You touch me, man.
All right, so we good.
We good.
We good.
Dude, every time you blow me away. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, man.
That is so...